freeze. Yeah, I know y'all ain't. I know y'all miss me. I'm back at it though. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all miss me. Y'all ain't seen me in a while. Y'all know I got to say something about fuck niggas and when dudes do stuff they ain't got no business doing. You hear me? But listen, man, let's talk about this Diddy thing. You hear me? And what I'm saying is to say this to y'all, man, on some real shit. And people out here, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And I want y'all to think about this. As an average man, in my mind, and to me, the situation that's going on with Diddy, at first I felt like, he is like an agent, like type shit. Because the average person, if the Homeland Security was to run up in your shit and find what they find about Diddy, they taking your kids away from you. You hear me? The average man gonna be worried about their kids because drugs, this and that. The average person, your kids is going off the muscle. So I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, well, all this. That's why I told y'all on the rap tip, all that beefing and all that was just a distraction to keep us away, this distraction from Diddy. While everybody beefing, Drake and all them was beefing, he decided to try to peep his head out. You hear me? And these white folks letting him know that that ain't happening like that. Anytime you start seeing these white people with these gray hair on CNN talking about you and all that, you already know what it is. It's serious. You see what I'm saying? There's no man, and I got to say this about what's up, y'all, East Side. What's up, y'all? And I'm gonna say this about Busta Rhymes. You hear me? Busta Rhymes, you've been supporting Diddy. And in my eyes, Busta Rhymes, you did one of the most gayest videos. No shot at the Rainbow Gang, and no shout out against gays. You did one of the gayest videos in hip hop history with that Pastor Cavassier. That's the video with you and Diddy twerking. Y'all twerking in bathrobes. And now that we know what was going on with Diddy, because most of us was blind to what was going on with him because we overlooked the situation. Now, Buster, you down there in Miami and you supporting this man. It's only right I speak out about that. I wouldn't be an OG if I did. Buster Rhymes, you on that's some sucker ass hoe shit, nigga. You feel me? On some real gangster shit, OG shit. Buster Rhymes, you on some fuck shit, my nigga. You down there kicking with a nigga who just beat the hell out that woman. That man kicked that woman, Cassie. Most of y'all Kung Fu kids on tongue, you hear me? I look like Diddy type. Nigga never fuck with me, you hear me? But I ain't gonna dress no hater, you hear me? Because you watching me, you hear me? If I wasn't popping, nigga, you wouldn't be watching. Kung Fu Kev, you hear me? But back to what I was saying. You not gonna be supporting no nigga that's going doing this type of shit they doing to women. And the reason why you see me speak about, I don't speak about stuff that they do to grown men. Because I ain't gonna tell no grown man to guard his ass, you hear me? If a grown man wanna sell his ass for a contract, that's on him. The reason why I speak about a certain stuff because this dude influences kids. He has an influence on kids, and the stuff that he's doing has an impact on the black community. You see what I'm saying? And I know these people know all about this because a lot of stuff that he was doing and saying been going on for years. And he been doing this for years without nobody saying nothing. So for you to do this type of stuff to grown people, I would have nothing to say. I don't speak on grown people business. I'm not gonna speak on that. I'm speaking on the stuff that you're doing to women and the stuff that you're doing to the influence you have on kids. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about, the influence you have on the black community. So a lot of stuff that they do has an impact on not just me, it has an impact on kids. That's the point y'all missing. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking Diddy because Diddy don't give a fuck about me. He don't give a fuck about you. A lot of these rappers don't give a fuck about you. They only give a fuck about y'all money and the money that y'all spend. That's the part I got something to say about. If it wasn't for that, I don't got shit to say about no grown man. But when you kicking on a woman and you beating on women and you taking advantage of women, which is somebody's mama, or could be one of y'all people, if it was one of your cousins or one of your aunties, you should have something to say. A lot of you black media outlets had nothing to say. Y'all had nothing to say when these allegations was coming out about Diddy. A lot of you motherfuckers was taking up for this motherfucking man. You hear me? And he been taking advantage of people. You hear me? Kids and women. And y'all had nothing to say about that. Mace. A lot of you rappers and a lot of you dudes, Fabulous, was around this motherfucking man. You hear me? Y'all know what the fuck going on. And y'all know what the fuck this man was doing to average and regular people. But y'all didn't say nothing. Now when these white folks drop something, now all of a sudden everybody got something to say. And it's a lot of you men that don't want to speak out because he probably don't play with y'all ass. You feel me? I look at it like this. It's like a dude that's, y'all know how a dude be getting, if a dude get robbed, he tell his homeboys he got robbed. Nigga put the pistol on me, did this and that. They pride is letting them speak about that. You hear me? But when a nigga get finessed out of it or tricked, they don't bring it up. It's more embarrassing. You see what I'm saying? So now, a lot of men are not speaking out about the stuff that they did because a lot of them have been played with. So a man ain't gonna speak out about that, but I don't give a fuck about that man. Because you about to guard your own ass, my nigga. It ain't up to me to speak on your ass and whatever you doing. You hear me? But a lot of times you see me speak about a lot of stuff about because you pushing and you influencing and you're not giving people a chance to make their own choice. When I say that, I'm talking about kids and stuff of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? You're not giving the kids a chance to choose their own sexual preference because of the stuff that y'all doing. You're not giving the kids their own chance to pick and choose how they want to live their life. You see what I'm saying? That's my problem with the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Because influence become money. It's not about the money, it's about the influence. And I'm going to tell y'all this, and I want y'all to be honest. Most of the time, if you was a person and these people ran up in your house, Homeland Security ran up in your house, and you got allegations of drugs and these type of allegations of beating women, they taking your kids, bro. They gonna take your kids away from you. They gonna take your kids away from you. You feel me? So that's the part. So you get to keep your kids, and you got allegations against women. You got allegations about raping kids. You got allegations about all that against you, and you still got your kids around. You hear me? So you got to keep in mind this too. Diddy used to manage, even Rick Ross. You know what the fuck going on, Rick Ross. Diddy used to manage you. That's how you got the because Diddy gave you Biggie swag. And at the same time, he was managing Nicki Minaj, which he gave Lil Kim swag. That's how Nicki Minaj get the different color hair. He gave Little Kim swag to Nicki Minaj. He gave Biggie swag to Rick Ross because he was managing both of them at the same time. Y'all seen the stuff with Rick Ross and Diddy kissing. He had them parties. You gotta think T.D. Jake had the party. T.D. Jake is a rock boy. You hear me? That's the stuff I'm talking about. Now, since the tape came out, you got all these other media platforms that want to speak about it. But you ain't had nothing to say, Mace. Well, yeah, Mace. He made you go find a religion. You went and found religion after dealing with this man. Shine, you pussy too. Ain't no way I'm doing 10 years for a nigga talking about I'm coming out kicking it with him and I'm willing to make music and I'm a politician. Nigga, you just did 10 years of your life for a nigga that's fucking with kids and fucking with women. How the fuck you gonna support a nigga like that? You can't support a nigga like that, Buster. Fabulous. After this nigga just said on Drink Champs about you come party with me, Fabulous. Come do this with me, Fabulous. You hear me? And then you turn around and party with the man right after this shit. You niggas some fuck niggas, you hear me? A lot of you niggas is hoes. A lot of you niggas is bitches, you hear me? A lot of you niggas is fuck niggas. These are a lot of fuck boys and fuck niggas that been influencing not only your kids, your women, and even some of you niggas right now. You hear me? I don't support no nigga that did nothing to no kids, my nigga. And I ain't support. It's like dude that I think he played for the Baltimore Ravens. When he had that incident in the elevator, what they do? They kick that man out of the NFL and everything. But they been letting this man get away with the shit he been doing for 30-something years. You hear me? Oh man, that's the part I'm talking about. Diddy a fruitcake, definitely a fruitcake. Definitely. Nigga, you talking about tag a nigga jeweler. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Tag a jeweler. Tag your jeweler, nigga. You watching a nigga neck. You hear me? You watching a nigga neck when we talking about some serious shit. You hear me? That's when I know you niggas be fuck niggas. You hear me? You worrying about a nigga neck. When I'm sitting here telling you about some shit that's really going on and what's going on in society, and you talking about my neck and what's going on, we talking about some real shit what's going on right here that done fucked up the black community. Because these dudes preach black excellence and they got us to vote. They got you to vote. They hang with politicians. They got you to pop bottles. You feel me? A billionaire, you hear me? Ain't make one health drink for the black community. Only thing time they care about the black community is when the black community is spending their money. If you ain't spending no money, then they ain't talking about that. The man come down cold booty bandit. The man come down cold booty bandit. You hear me? That's the stuff I'm talking about. You hear me? So the shit I'm saying is this. Y'all seen the tape, the fake apology. He tried to make himself cry and everything. And I've been telling y'all this. But a lot of black media wasn't covering that because a lot of these dudes support Diddy. You feel what I'm saying? So if you the type of nigga that'll sell your ass for a contract, or you sell your asshole for that, you're a grown-ass man, it's cool. But what I'm telling you is, as a kid, to be around a billionaire, it's a different type of psyche. It's a different type of stuff going on in the motherfucking head. When you are grown, that's like a nigga that's 30-something years old talking to a 20-year-old. You gonna run circles around a 20-year-old, you hear me? Because they mind, even at 17, 18, they mind not fully developed. They ain't seen what you seen. So it's easy to manipulate them, not just with that, but it's easy to manipulate them with your money. So you can use the money to manipulate. You can use your influence to manipulate. A lot of people have been blackballed behind Diddy and a lot of stuff he got going on because they knew this. What about the people in the community that they tore down? You know what Diddy is? If y'all ever seen Planet of the Apes, he the one Caesar told, and you let him call you donkey. You hear me? You let him call you donkey. That's what Diddy is, you hear me? You don't toe down and you don't affect it, the black community, in a way that it's gonna take us a long time to repair. Even the money that you had wasn't yours. These white folks gave you that because they figure like you the token nigga to run all the niggas. They feel like you the dude to run all the niggas. That's how you got your influence and you got your power, because these white folks told you, you take care of the niggas, Diddy. You oversee the niggas. People look at you as an influence, and these white folks got you in charge of the black folks because they think you our leader. But I'm here to tell you, my nigga, none of them rap niggas don't lead my life, you hear me? As a kid, Yeah, it may influence. They like these same niggas tell you to spin, 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 but when they get in that motherfucking pen, they can't hold up. They can't hold up. Definitely playing under the eights, my nigga. You hear me? You and you let them call you donkey. You hear me? Now, he definitely was a gatekeeper, but also a gatekeeper that held a lot of people back. Just imagine how many lives he ruined. How many lives he ruined. You ain't never heard me say nothing about no motherfucking Boosie. You never hear me say nothing about none of that. You don't never hear me say nothing about none of that. I don't speak on that. You hear me? I don't speak on that. And the reason I don't, because Boosie a grown ass man. He know what the fuck going on. And people support, like I'm saying, you supporting Diddy, you throwing crowns up, Busta Rhymes, all you niggas going down. See, they sticking down there in Miami. What y'all don't know is the gay parade is being held out there too. You hear me? The Rainbow Gang, you hear me? And a lot of you dudes being influenced by that. Y'all influenced by the gay dollar. Y'all doing what y'all do. But at the end of the day, man, you don't put your hands on no woman like that. You don't do that to no woman. That ain't what's going on. And that ain't what's happening. I ain't cool with that. A lot of you dudes, some of you dudes out there, y'all may be cool with that. Y'all may like that type of shit. But like I be telling y'all, it's a lot of stuff that go on behind them scenes that shit don't be cool. And when you do some fuck, as y'all know, me and BG got a relationship. That's my partner. I was able to see the motion that a lot of people got going on with BG. I'm here to support BG through his situation because he's not able to speak his piece right now. He's not able to rap, and that's wrong. But in his motion that he got presented to the court to rebuttal whatever it is they got going on, he letting the people know that, a lot of stuff that he written about is a lot about therapy. You hear me? It's a lot about a therapy. You can do that. They taking the man freedom of speech. A lot of stuff freedom of speech that has something to do with his lifestyle and the way he living. And I feel like that's wrong for a man not to be able to rap. What other rapper? A lot of rappers went to prison and came back out and is rapping. So what's so special about BG? What's so special about him? You hear me? Why he can't rap? Why he can't make his living with his people? So I'm speaking out about that too. I feel like that's wrong. And I'm going over the motion right now. I'm reading the motion that he used to rebuttal whatever it is that they got against him. And I'll support BG 1,000%. That was my sell in now. You know what I'm saying? And it's my job as a partner and as a friend to support him through his situation as far as his well-being, as far as him being able to take care of his family. I feel like what the people is doing is wrong by telling this man that he can't rap, he can't make a living. But you got a lot of other people out here that's in the same situation as BG, but they're able to rap and they're able to do what they need to do to make a living to take care of their family. I support BG. He ain't the same person. He's not the same BG as the BG with the jizzle with the gold teeth. He's not that same person. He wiser. He's smarter. He's not the same person. A lot of raps that he probably written. There's a lot of stuff that he went through. There's a lot of pent up frustration that he could have had while he was in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reaching out to y'all out here that support BG and y'all fuck with Cash Money. Y'all stay tuned and y'all look in on BG, and I want everybody to support him and what he got going on. He ain't no rat. You hear me? A lot of these niggas out here support these rat niggas. There's a lot of rat niggas out here that get love and get the support of a real nigga. A lot of you niggas be around these niggas, y'all know these niggas rats. You feel me? And y'all supporting them because they got a bag. You hear me? Y'all support rat niggas because they got a bag. That make you condoning what they doing. So you just as guilty as the rat. And where I come from, Fuck niggas that hang around rats and condone what rats do. They get the same shit a rat get, nigga. I'm brought up on some real shit. You hear me? I'm brought up in the old, well, consider old school now. You hear me? If you're a rat and you condone and you hang around a rat because you a bitch and you can't get your own money and you're using the rat for money, which a lot of these niggas nowadays call it finessing. That's what they be calling. I'm finessing the nigga. I'm finessing this and that. Or they'll say the nigga ain't telling on me. He ain't telling on me. He told on them. But you saying you a street nigga, or you saying you a gangster. A rat is a rat, my nigga. You told, you told. You hear me? I don't condone ratting. I don't support rats. You hear me? Rats get what they supposed to get. You a motherfucking rat. You get that shit. You get what you got coming. I don't support no rat. A lot of these niggas support these niggas. You hear me? QCP. I don't duck nothing. I say niggas name. You hear me? When it comes to this shit, a lot of you niggas support that nigga. A lot of artists sign to the nigga because he got a bag. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I stand on my morals and principles. You hear me? I ain't raised no mice. Ain't no mice shooting out my nut sack. You hear me? Because it's a bloodline that got something to do with it. It's your bloodline, nigga. My bloodline means something to me. My name means something to me. Yeah. That's what I'm standing on. I'm standing on motherfucking business. I'm out here in this motherfucking city. And like I said, if you do some fuck shit, I'ma scream on you. See, I don't care nothing about your money. You hear me? You put your pants on the same way I put my pants on. And my name, my legacy means something to me. My last name means something. You hear me? So if you niggas is supporting rats and you fucking with rats and you know it's a nigga in your circle that's a rat, then you with it. That's what that mean to me. You with it. You with the fuck shit. You hear me? I ain't with none of that. None of that. You hear me? Yeah. So what y'all got to say on here? Wish you outside. That nigga can't even spell laundromat. That nigga's waiting on your clothes to try to dry. Nigga, you can't even spell laundromat. Get the fuck off my page, fuck nigga. You can't even spell laundromat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You watching all what's around a nigga. You investigate the nigga, pull up, fuck nigga. You since you got there watching the nigga background and all that old shit, fuck nigga. But paying attention to the message, nigga. You worried about what's going on in the background. That's probably why you broke it here, fuck nigga. You worried about where a nigga at. You trying to pull up, nigga? Just say where you at. Drop you low. Don't be watching my background. This shit real. This ain't no YouTube shit, nigga. You better do your motherfucking homework on this shit. But anyway, they're reading y'all the messages. You hear me? This shit ain't for play. Yeah. Louis Vuitton store. Y'all see him, Louis. You hear me? I got these out of Louis Vuitton store, my boy. If you want to know, I got that. Morals over money, man. That might be a new tap for some of the young niggas to get. You hear me? Morals and principles over money. You hear me? Y'all, and guess what, though? Sometimes, listen, I'm going to give you some game. This ism right here. A lot of times, when you get money, it's hard to decipher who real and who fake because a lot of fake niggas gonna play their part to the T. That's why you gotta be a ringling brother. What I mean by a ringling brother, nigga, you gotta be able to make the tiger, jump through the hoop. You gotta be able to make the bell, ride the bicycle, you hear me? You gotta be able to play the flute for the snakes to pop their head up. You gotta be a ringling brother. You ain't gonna be able to tell that shit, you hear me? You ain't gonna be able to tell the difference unless you a ringling brother. It takes a special kind of skills to understand and be able to read a nigga that's faking when you presenting yourself as you already got. You hear me? If you already got something, my nigga, it's hard to see a nigga that's faking unless you got that eye. You hear me? What's up, Pittsburgh? Shout out Pittsburgh. Shout y'all boys out. You hear me? What it do? Yeah. Y'all hear that shit? Definitely ain't don't want to be Rick Ross, nigga. Rick Ross want to be me. Fuck you talking about? You hear me? I don't want to be nobody but me. Rick Ross gay as shit. Fuck I want to be a gay nigga for. You hear me? Fuck out of here. Yeah. Yeah. New gen. What I'm gonna say about the new generation, man, you know, a lot of time, a lot of people like to blame and shit on the new generation. But I'm gonna say this though, as an OG, like I said, when it's an OG's job to evolve. Like talking on this YouTube, talking on this type of stuff like this. This wasn't nothing that was going on back in the day. You hear me? So now the best way for me to reach the youth is probably through this YouTube and it make me be able to reach more people than it's supposed to be reached. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say this, like, it's our jobs as OGs not to be scared of the young niggas, right? Because most of these old niggas, they be scared to get out here with these niggas. They be scared to get out here with the youngsters. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't scared to get out here with them because I ain't did no fuck shit. I ain't told on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ran off on no nigga. I ain't took nothing from nobody. I ain't did none of that. I told y'all, they got macaroni, cheese, and fried chicken in your hood. I'm pulling up because I ain't did no fuck shit. You hear me? So I can go anywhere. You see what I'm saying? And y'all want to check my resume. I tell y'all, run my shit through the pen. They'll know. Don't run it through the low, through the FCI with some of your homeboy probably been at the camp and all that. Run my shit through some G shit. You hear me? Yeah, real niggas fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. And why niggas sweating this chain? Look at these motherfucking teeth, nigga. Why you ask me how much my teeth cost? You hear me? I just did 21 years straight. Look at these motherfuckers, yeah? Yeah, talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas talking about the chain and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ain't no wannabe nothing. I ain't never been no wannabe. I ain't never tried to prove myself to nobody. I don't stand 10 toes down on these motherfuckers. You hear me? I did 21 straight in the pen. And yo puedo hablar español también. I can translate this shit in Spanish and all. But back to what I was talking about. You hear me on some more important shit. Listen, man. If you got kids out there and you got daughters and you got young sons, it used to be that you'll be offended. Little girls, sons get put out at a certain age, not daughters. You normally keep your daughter. Now you got to guard your sons because you got some of these rappers out here wearing, no say, I don't know. You got a lot of these rappers out here wearing dresses, doing all this shit to infiltrate whatever they need to do for a bag. So you got to guard your kids, man, and make sure your kids ain't being influenced by a lot of these dudes. They got their little whatever they got going on for this bad, man. So as a man, guard your kids, man. Guard your family. That's what I'm here to talk about. Guard your kids, guard your family. Guard your kids, man, and guard your family, man. And keep up with that. Make sure you teach your sons right. Make sure you teach your daughters how to guard this and that. It's only so far a woman could take a man. That's why I'm your mama's little brother. You cool, uncle. OG Freeze. That's why I come on here. Because having an uncle is like having a second dad. Having an uncle like having a second dad. I know a lot of y'all probably got sisters and stuff out there that got kids and got sons, and y'all probably don't even stop by their house, check on your nephew, none of that, man. Y'all start checking on your nephew, start kicking it with your people, man. Stuff coming to the world out here crazy, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. What's good with you, man? Boss card, what's up? What's good? Okay, I'm just reading some of the comments, y'all. I'm going through the comments. Gay son or thought daughter. Yeah, you my guy. Appreciate you too, man. Boss card. 003. Shout out, man. Get more into the light. You want to see me? You hear me? Do what you want to see? See, a lot of times, it ain't about what I look like, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. You feel me? It ain't about what I'm saying. Can you hear my voice? Can you hear what I'm saying? What's up? Shout out Houston, man. Shout out my boy Mike down there in Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? This stuff worldwide. You hear me? Is your chain real? Is the reality real that you're living in? You worrying about the chain. The chain just stop you. You hear me? You worrying about the chain. You want to know if they're real too? You hear me? You want to know if they're real? You hear me? You want to know if they're real? You hear me? Yeah, you worrying about what's real on me. I'm real. Fuck what I got on. See what I'm saying? That's what you get mixed up in, see? And I learned this from prison. A lot of people use this stuff like this. See, they doing all that. You hear me? They doing all that. You see the earpiece, you hear me? You see this? But a lot of dudes use it to cover up insecurities. and I ain't one of them. See, this stuff don't make me. I take this shit off. You hear me? This shit don't mean nothing. God, see, this will get a lot of y'all attention. So let me take this shit off. Let me take this shit off. Matter of fact, because I don't want you looking at it. You hear me? You worrying about my necklace. Let me take this shit off, because I'm dead serious about the shit I'm talking about. You hear me? You know, it ain't even about this. You hear me? This shit ain't nothing. None of this shit. This ain't nothing. This just stop to get your attention, man. Let me take this shit off. Let me take this shit off. Now we ain't got to worry about it. You hear me? Let me take this shit off too. You hear me? Let me take this shit off for y'all, boy. Everybody watching what I got on. You hear me? Let me take this shit off too. You hear me? I'm gonna take all this shit off. This shit ain't dancing, none of that shit. You hear me? Let me take this shit off for y'all. Y'all worrying about this. You hear me? All that. You hear me? Let me take this stuff off. Because this ain't even about that right now. This ain't even time for that. This what the message is, man. At the end of the day, most people use this stuff here to cover up insecurities. When you get them inside there, and one thing I know about prison, you stripped of all this shit, and you got to be a man at the end of the day. You see me wear this stuff, and you see me do this shit, and you see me with the jewelry on, because this is stop to get people attention. And once I got your attention, I'm gonna shoot my message up under you. So basically, I'm putting the medicine in the cupcake for you. You hear me? A lot of people want it. How the hell I'm gonna talk about trying to get you to do this or get you to do that when I'm out here broke? You feel me? It's a method to my madness. It ain't even about the jury. It ain't about none of that shit, bro. I did 21 years for this shit. You hear me? Motherfucker bought this shit for me when I came out. You hear me? Turned me on. Did this and that. Motherfucker brought me this role of coming out. Because I ain't telling nobody. You hear me? I did 21 years straight. So if you ain't did 21 straight and you ain't went in there, stood up on that pen, and you ain't did no real time, you can't even test, you can't even question my integrity. You hear me? You can't even question that. You hear me? Yeah, that's what we talking about, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. We talking about the real shit, the real talk. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? My job description is I'm Google. I'm a content creator. You hear me? I'm a content creator. That's my job. My job is to tell you the truth. My job is to give you this ism. And for real, you need to tune in, because I'm really giving you this shit for goddamn near free. You hear me? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But back to what I was saying. I'm talking about this shit with Diddy. Same niggas you niggas been supporting. The niggas you been supporting. The niggas you been doing. The niggas you been doing this and that with. That's what I'm talking about. I'm on that. I'm on one of them. I'm on that. You hear me? My job is to tell you what's going on in prison and let you know what's going on in prison, what to expect. And a lot of times, a lot of you dudes gonna be expecting this shit. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times you're doing this stuff, and what I'm telling you is this. I'm gonna tell you what's going on in prison. I'm gonna tell you what's going out it, and I'm gonna let you know what to expect. That's what my shit is. You hear me? Living my life with my head on the swivel. I ain't swiveling the motherfucking thing. The only thing I'm doing is keep a motherfucker out the street. You hear me? Keep from getting hit out here by one of these cars that's out here where I'm at. You hear me? Yeah. What's up, gang? What's up with y'all, boy? Did I run with Diddy back in the day? I know that's somebody on here talking. I'm looking at the comments right now, y'all. But how I think Andrew Tate would do. I'm wearing glasses at night. They worrying about what I got on. Boy, y'all boys hell, boy. They won't listen. But it's somebody that will. You hear me? This shit I got on, this ain't for everybody. They want to know what kind of glasses I got on. Is Diddy gay or what? They don't even speak. Yeah. Appreciate that. But this ain't even about the glasses. You hear me? It ain't even about my teeth. I think like the Kendrick Lamar situations, like a lot of this stuff was a distraction from what's going on with Diddy. And you gotta look at it. Without the beef, rap ain't got nothing to say. It ain't no rapping, it ain't none of that shit. Ain't nothing going on without the situation. When you talking about, it's just a distraction for Diddy. You don't notice when all the beef was going on, that's when he posting all these family pictures. That's when he doing all this, but the white folk put him right back in pocket. That's why they dropped that video. You hear me? Put your head back in. Same thing with Russell Simmons. As soon as you crack your head out, another victim popped up on you. You got to realize y'all in the matrix. You hear me? You in the matrix. So my whole thing is to separate the reality from the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some real dudes that been out here that really been through what they've been through and changed their life and giving you the perspective of a person that been through the streets, or been giving you the perspective of somebody that's been in the streets, or something that they seen or heard. But at the end of the day, rap a young man game. You hear me? Rap, that's a young man sport. It ain't for no nigga that's 50 in they 40s. You feel what I'm saying? The young niggas do that shit. You hear me? That's for the young men to get their way out the street and take care of their folks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out ball man D-Lo. I don't know none of these dudes, so I try not to get caught up in their life. But a lot of these dudes stay relevant through the internet. They don't be relevant through their music. They be relevant through the internet, and they be relevant through the beef. The beef that make internet streams. Just like the Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar may have won internet-wise, but as you can see, Drake just got a Nike deal. Real life, the white folk fucking with Drake. Drake won money-wise, you hear me? Just got a new Nike. He sponsoring Nike. So the beef ain't really do nothing but help their streams and help them go up at the same time. It's all to keep the rap going. That's what keep the rap going, is the beef. It ain't the albums. It ain't a lot of their lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Not just talking about Kendrick, because Kendrick Lamar lyrical. Drake lyrical, either he write it if he don't. But at the same time, he was happening. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That type of shit. So the rap and the beef is what keeping the shit going on. You hear me? It's the beef. Without the beef, you won't even hear nothing about no rap. And without the rap, without the beef, you're going to hear more about Diddy. So really, I think the beef was just to keep the goddamn heat off Diddy and keep it off him. But the white folk keeping the hot on him. What's up, Mace? Why you think that? What's up, Fabulous? Y'all around there, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Matter of fact, the man talking to Fabulous like a bitch. You hear me? Y'all know how it be. Man, when you going to party with me again? Meaning, when you going to let me hit that pussy again? When you going to do this for me again? That's what that mean. You hear me? That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. You hear me? That's what's going on. That's what I'm talking about. What's up? You say your brother in Christ only. Rap, I know, is a chimney machine on God. Yo, W, stream, I appreciate the grind, keeping them in, you know what I mean? Not like us. Okay. You speak a lot of wisdom. I appreciate that. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, Drake won because he run in the real world. Drake won in the real world. Kendrick lyrical, this and that. That was cool. It's cool to have, to have rap beat because that's part of the sport. The battle rapping, the this and that, that's part of the sport. So, and like I said, it's a young man's game. That's why I don't really mess with beat like shit like with Nicki and all that. You don't hear like it's certain, you gotta realize they got an agenda for us. Realize what the agenda is, man, and separate the entertainment from reality. Diddy, you did some fuck shit. You own that. Diddy, you did some fuck shit. You put your hands on a woman. The same thing that man did who played for the Baltimore Ravens. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Who know what I'm talking about? When he hit his woman in the elevator, knocked out. Which one of them players that was, y'all? Which one of them that was, y'all? Which one of them that was? He got punished more than what Diddy got going on. You hear me? He got punished more than that. The football player. What do we separate after that? Britney Spears. Yeah, you see how Britney Spears had a handler. They were kids, y'all. Another thing, you got to give a chance to kids. I remember I was growing up, and y'all, yeah, right, Ray Rice. That's his name, Ray Rice. He got punished more for what he did to that woman than what Diddy did. Right or wrong? Ray Rice got suspended from the NFL, lost his career and everything. Diddy still got his kids, knock the girl out, kick the girl, all that type of shit. So now all you people that were supporting Diddy, what you got to say now? That's what I'm saying. What y'all got to say? Nothing. Now you want to retract. Where all your friends at that was at them parties? The same way how you was throwing them parties and all that, that's the same way that all of them could have got together and built the school, built the hospital, even made an energy drink, something. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all ain't got nothing to say. Yeah, Jay-Z. Jay-Z ain't got nothing to say. You feel what I'm saying? None of these dudes got nothing to say. Y'all know what's going on, and y'all watching the rituals that getting placed on y'all. These folks is worrying about the money and the influence. Yeah, I think did it work for the feds too, because he would have been in. Man, they would have been took that man kids. If you was an average dude and you got busted with all that shit, you don't think they would have took your kids away from you? You fucking right. Yeah, I think he really did that with Meek. Yeah, he got that off. Meek was around all of them. You hear me? Wow, I'm falling off the phone camera. Diddy one of them. Yeah, that brother. I got a hater on here, y'all. You probably a barb. Yeah, you probably a barb. You hear me? Anytime you got a 40-year-old mother, they watching my dad. You hear me? Damn, bro. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Help. One thing about it, I ain't. I'm gonna give y'all this real, and I'm gonna tell you how I go. You know what I'm saying? So if you catch you, and he down bad, yeah, Diddy is a fed for real. 50 beat the shit out of that nigga. Then you gotta worry about that too. Diddy got to get that Tupac case coming up. The Tupac case coming up. But let's get to some positive shit though. Let's talk some real shit. I have a chance to read BG Motion, and I just want to post the motion up because a lot of people that don't know the law won't really be goddamn knowing about what he talking about in emotion. But basically, from what I'm saying about BG and what's going on with BG is he filed a motion of rebuttal of what they got going on with him, and he's telling the judge that a lot of stuff that he's doing is based on therapy. The man been in prison, so a lot of stuff that he talk about is therapeutic to him. You feel what I'm saying? Not just therapeutic, but he also ain't had a chance to expand to show people that he had a change of mind. What's wrong with a man rapping to feed his family? I don't got no problem with that. A man rapping to feed his family, doing what he got to do. And as a man, as any other rapper that don't came out of prison, why y'all in Louisiana, in New Orleans, is not affording this man the same opportunity that everybody else is getting to feed their family? Everybody should have got the same thing. You hear me? The chance to feed their family. You see what I'm saying? You got to get a man the chance to feed his family. And I feel like that's fucked up the way they doing BG. Matter of fact, you saying free Diddy, you need to be saying free R. Kelly. Who you think worse, y'all? Diddy or R. Kelly? If you had a chance to let two people out of prison, y'all, who you letting out first? You letting Diddy out or you letting R. Kelly out? Who you letting out first? Because we got this dude Simpler. What did he say? Simple Lord. He's saying free Diddy. You must be a child molester. Get off my line. I don't want no child molesters. Nobody that's supporting Diddy is a woman beating a woman and kicking them when they on the floor. A motherfucker that's 103 pounds and kicking them on the floor, especially if you come. That's why your Omar probably was your favorite character in the Why, wasn't it? Omar. The people supporting those fools. Yeah, they is supporting them. We got a lot of people that supporting them. Definitely free that man. Definitely free him. You hear me? Yeah, free him. You know what I'm saying? But listen, y'all, it's been a while since I've been on here. I just want to get on here, express myself about that. Y'all gonna see me real soon, and you're gonna see me a lot. I'm putting in this motherfucker shit, you hear me? But this is what I'm doing with y'all, man. It's your mama little brother. You cool, uncle. Look at this shit, y'all. Y'all want this shit? It's your mama little brother. You cool, uncle. OG Freeze.